That's right, 2021, it's not going to be any better or any worse than 2020. Just because the calendar changes doesn't mean anything else does. And yes, things are already not looking great.
The first week of 2021 was quite a year.
Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have
to a breaking
out of control.
And it's hard to put the full picture together.
Heck, it might even get worse, and...
Bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right?
Right.
Wrong! The year might not get better, but we can. We can do more than just hope for a better future when a new year comes by. And I never entered a new year more secure than I have right now, that it is 100% going to be a life-changing year. Because of course I will decide again every day to make it so, but also I want this thing. I literally will go on a life-changing 6-month trip. Life is great. Life is great, but if it's something that I really know 100% for sure, is that nothing is for sure. And I get it, you are tired, and though some might have it worse than others, you are not alone. I had a lot of bad things happen to me too. To mention a few, and I fell down quite often. But this is the interesting part. This was despite me having a successful year. I got to fly in 3 new continents for the first time, was offered a very cool job, helped hundreds cultivate my passion, and with creators from 6 continents while on a lockdown, I directed a short film. Also made more money than ever. But I still felt down more times than I can count. And I have a theory. I felt more low than I needed to because of this collective pessimism that casted 2020. And my guess is it came unnecessary, majority because of us, the more privileged ones, those who didn't lose a job or our close ones. And it probably was because we felt like we had a free pass to excuse our vices, to feel worse and lower than needed to because, well, everyone else was too. And it is okay not to feel okay, but I'm here to tell you, we need to let go of pessimism and complaining.
When life gets you down, you know what you gotta do?
I don't know what you gotta do.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
Okay. We can and need to do better. All of us.
Yeah, but it still hurts.
Oh, yes.
The past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
So, what is the lesson? Well, here's mine. If we don't want to repeat 2020, then we need this new slogan. It's okay to be optimistic, even when shit goes crazy. Let's not just post funny but depressing memes of how everything is fudged. Either we do something about it, or if we can't, let's try to find the good in it. We owe it to ourselves to have a better outlook at the world, but also to those who are less fortunate or mentally strong than us. We influence each other more than we realize. So, here's my ultimate tool. Drumroll! Gratitude! I've used this thing I call the gratitude jar whenever I needed a radical perspective shift in my life. Basically, for every hour of the day, for an entire month, I read something I'm grateful for. Highly recommend, by the way. Anyway, last time I did it, the jar broke. Wasn't grateful about it, considered fixing it, then I realized that was stupid. The jar had no value, only what was in it mattered, and that could never be destroyed. Why I'm telling you this is because I want you to think of yours as jars. Jars. And what remains in them are not external events, but only our thoughts and feelings. The more negative ones we put, the more ones we will carry onto the next year, and the harder it will be to make the positive ones visible. So be careful what you put in it, because we often focus more on the year instead of our inner self. It's not the lockdown that knocked us down, and a person who inspired the world might help me prove this point. Nelson Mandela. With a life sentence, most of the imprisoned years in extreme conditions, he somehow remained more sane than most of us after a few months locked in our homes. Why is that? He once said I went on a long holiday for 27 years. It's not the lockdown, it's not the masks, it's not even the losses, the inequality, climate crisis, injustice, and so on. Those have been going on for a long time and most likely will for quite a while too. Bad things will inevitably happen, and this year or any other year will not be our salvation. But we do have power and we need to use it now more than ever. 2021, 2041, or 2091 might not be any better or any worse than the year before. But the question remains, what will you be?